A very good morning to all the dear students. In this session, we will be learning how to find a square root of the given number through prime factorization. So let us start with it. First of all, let us see the learning objectives for the session. First objective is we will be able to define prime factorization. Second thing is we will be able to find square root using the prime factorization method. And thirdly, we can also check whether the given number is a perfect square or not. So now let us start with the learning. What is prime factorization? Now, I have taken an example over here. I have taken a number 64 over here. Now, what do you mean by prime factorization? First of all, we need to understand what is a prime, right? So, prime numbers are those numbers which have only two factors. And which two factors? 1 and itself, right? 1 and the number itself. So the numbers who are having only two factors, 1 and the number itself, are called as prime numbers. And prime factorization means you have to factorize the number in such a way that you are expressing that number in the as the product of prime numbers, right? For an example, 64 can be written as 8 cross 8, right? It can be written as 8 multiplied by 8, but we know that 8 is not a prime number, right? So the prime factorization means we have to express the number as the product of prime numbers. So if I am doing the factorization of this would be, right? So you can see that the numbers are prime, right? The factors are prime. So prime factorization is nothing but expressing the numbers as product of prime numbers. So we have seen an example also. Now let us move towards the finding of square root using prime factorization. So hope that uh, we have achieved the first learning objective, right? We are now able to define what is prime factorization, right? We know how to do prime factorization of a number. Now let us consider a number 484. I want to find out that this number is a square of which number, or in other words, I want to find out the square root of this number. So now my first step would be, here is we have to write the number as the product of its prime factors. So now let us do the prime factorization of this. So how will I do this? 488, I will be drawing a line over here. Now first, since it is an even number, it will be divisible by 2, and 2 we know that it is a prime number. So this will be 2, 4, 2. Then again it is a even number, so it will be again divisible by 2. Now we know that 121 is a square of 11, and 11 itself is a prime number. So how will I write it? 11 11s are and 11 ones are, right? So I'm done with the first step. Now my next step here is we have to group the pair of equal factors. So I will be writing 484 as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 11 multiplied by 11. Now my second step is to make groups of the pairs, right? Now pairs means it will have two numbers. So now here you can see that I have made the pairs, right? Now what is the third step? The third step is from each pair select the prime factor. So now we are going to write the square root sign, right? So now what we have to do, from each pair we have to select a prime factor. So which will, same numbers are there since it is a pair of equal factors, and from here I will be selecting 11. And then what I have to do, I have to find the product of the selected prime factors, and the product of these two numbers will be 22. And this is nothing but the square root of the number, which is given. So we have to simply follow three simple steps for finding the square root of a number through prime factorization. Now let us take another example and we will find the now let us take the another example, right? So I am taking example 6084. So now since it is a even number, so this will be, if you don't know, you can anytime divide on the side, right? And you can write the factors. You should be knowing the squares up to 20. Now we know that 169 is the square of 13. So this will be 13 13s are and 13 ones are, right? So what is the first step? The first step we have already done. We have already find out the prime factorization. Now the next step is we have to make the groups. So 6084 first of all can be written as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 13 multiplied by 13. Now the square root of this will be, we have to select a prime factor from each of the groups. So this will be 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 13 and that will be nothing but 78. So the square root of 6084 is 78. So I hope that we are clear with the method of finding the square root using prime factorization. So by this we have achieved our second learning objective also. Now let us see how to check whether the given number is a perfect square or not. So I have taken 1620 as my next example, right? Now we will check whether the given number is a perfect square or not. So here what we have to do? We have to do the same thing. We have to do the prime factorization. So let us do it now. 2 810s are 2 405. If I take now, it will not be divisible by 2. So now 5 plus 4 9. So now it will be divisible by 3. So it will be 135 over here. 3 45s are, then it will be 3 15s are, then it will be 3 5s are, and it will be 5 1s are. So now let us try to express it. Let us write it as the product of prime factors. Now what was our next step? To make the groups. But here what happened? What is happening? One number is left out. So can I say that this number is a perfect square? No, right? Now this number is not a perfect square. If you are expressing the number as the product of prime factors, and if you are not able to form the group of equal pairs, right, then it will not be a perfect square, right? Now in this case what you can do, you can either multiply a 5 and make it a perfect square, but if you are doing it on the right side, same thing you have to do it on the right left hand side also, right? So what you need to do it over here, you need to do it, you need to multiply it on both the sides, right? One way is you can multiply it, right? The other way is you can divide it, right? So if a number, given number is not a perfect square, and if you are told to make it a perfect square, what you can do, you can either multiply the number with the number which is not having the group, right? Here 5 is left out, 5 is not having the pair, right? So what you have to do, you have to multiply it with 5, or either you can divide it with 5, right? So like this we can check whether the given number is a perfect square or not. And if it is not a perfect square, either we can multiply or we can divide. With what you will divide and what you will multiply? With the number who is not having pair, right? It can have two numbers also. For an example, if I having let us take another example. Now I have taken another example of over here 810, and I have done the prime factorization of this. You can see that this is a pair form, this pair is formed, but 2 and 5 are left out, right? So now to make this number as a perfect square, what I can do, I can either divide it by 2 and 5, right? 2 and 5 will be 10, right? Or what I can do, I can multiply it with 10 to make it a perfect square, right? So how many numbers are making a So whatever numbers are left out without the pairs, with that numbers you have to multiply it so that it will become a perfect square, or with that numbers you can divide so that it will become the perfect square. So with this, we have achieved our third learning objective also. So in this session, we have learned that what is prime factorization, how to find out the square root of the number with the help of prime factorization, right? And what are the steps of doing this? These are the steps to find out the square root of the number using the prime factorization. And the last one, we have learned that if the number is given, we can also check whether the number is a perfect square or not. Thank you.